Oh, well. Okay. Well, now I have to readjust because it's not going to let me do the horizontal monkey.
Mm.
Wonderful. Okay.
No, it's not gonna make this easy for you. I can tell you
Nah,
that.
never making it
It's
easy.
not easy for you.
Yeah, there we
It'll be a
go.
struggle. Ooh, God, I can't get up.
Checkerboard one to here. I'll kind of.
I'm getting too old
I'll
for it.
put you.
I'm getting too old.
I think that'll do it. There we go.
That's close. When I was your age, we
That ought
didn't
to
have
do it.
chairs.
Yeah, we could still see you. Let me see. I think we're going. All right, that was a little rough start. It's been so long since I've done a live stream that I just plumb forgot. Yeah, I was looking for the start button, the go live button. Yeah, that took a little doing. How you doing? I'm Z. That's Wayne over there, and this is the Outside Freak channel, and this is day 100 of the Outside Freak Challenge. My Outside Freak Challenge. I have to start saying my Outside Freak Challenge because I don't want other people to do this. This is
You want to have the patent?
no, this is just not like a way for a person to live. You know, this is the way of the animal, which I'm fine with.
It's a good experiment, though. It's a very good experiment.
Yeah. You know, and then there's, listen, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and give a little fair warning right now. If you're considering doing this sort of thing, you know, being out for long extended times out in the wilderness, do understand that you got Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once in a while.
I was told by one of the camp hosts down at one of the campgrounds
the guy talked about Bigfoot.
that he and others have seen Bigfoot.
And you saw a bear, so you know it.
Well, I saw a man dressed as a bear, maybe.
A fake bear? Oh man, that ain't right.
Tempted to ask to dance.
Was it a stuffed bear?
So, yeah, this is day 100 of the Outside Free Challenge, which started April 17th.
Oh. Day in infamy.
And you were here from day one, and I'm really stoked that you're still here. Here all the way to day 100. And counting. We're going to see how long we could flog this horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're going to ride it until it pulls over.
Yeah, yeah. If it would be not. Here's the thing. I gotta make sure I check up on the. What have you from, sir? Oh, where are? I gotta put on my spectacles.
It said what?
We are in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I don't need to yell. It's funny every time the chat comes on.
Yeah.
I'm like, feel like I need
It's
to
for
yell
the hard hearing.
because they're coming from so far away. Especially the folks I usually get in the chat are usually from another country.
You know that
I don't usually get people from America.
And when you talk to people in another country, do you raise the voice level?
I
Because
do.
they're farther away?
The further away they are, the louder
farther away.
I gotta
They're in another
speak.
country.
But Animal Love, S6F4R, but Animal Love, yeah. Animal Love,
Bestiality?
where
What
are
are you talking
you
about?
from?
Animal
Where are
what?
you from, boy? That's my favorite. You know, I liken myself to Kwai Chang Caine you know.
Kung Fu?
Yeah. To be serious, I'll answer your question quickly. Whereas I'm from my mama, I'm a Marine brat, so I'm like from all over the place. Yeah, where are you from? That's the real question.
Earth.
Kayla's Warren from the Philippines. Aloha. Yeah. Hey, there's a there's a clue as to where I'm from. As you guys are coming on board, just want to let you know what we're doing here. Inglés or español? Ooh, that's who
That
would you? What team would you vote for? English or Spanish?
team what? We play soccer?
I don't know. Somebody says English or Espanol.
Well, I prefer English,
What we're
personally.
doing today is I'm going to break down all the stuff, all the gear, the to
Huh.
how to live out in the wilderness for 100 days and counting. I'm going to show you the gear. This is all the gear right here. Uh, th- it-
For 100 days and $100. Merry Christmas.
yeah, I wish it was $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things. If you're considering doing this, it's relatively expensive. Yeah, yeah. There's a reason why people don't do this.
It's an expensive hobby.
It's an expensive hobby. And then the subset of this, I'm being attacked by this tree. The subset of this is ultralighting, and that can also get expensive. It doesn't need to, but yeah, it can get pretty expensive. Choose the Inglés or Spanish. It doesn't matter. Ah, there's somebody with a name called
His
Ah.
name's Ah?
Hey, Sook Mike Hook. Sook Mike
H.
Hook. Uh,
Where's my Where's my hook?
There's a guy from Amsterdam. His name is Sook Mike. You
You
got me
sure?
on that one. Okay.
That's his name.
Yeah, greetings from Amsterdam.
From Amsterdam.
Yeah, good one. Good one. Kind of, our reception's not bad.
And
Right,
if you
animal
want to speak
love.
Spanish,
Right, so
I'm all
anyway,
for it.
what we're doing here is I'm going to show you the gear. Now, I'm not going to break down all of this stuff. Um, right now, we're set up like base camp. If you notice, I have two backpacks and a chest and a solar panel. Right,
Absolutely.
right here. And yeah, that's how I power all this stuff up and whatnot. And when I need to move base camp, everything's on wheels. I put one backpack on, put the other backpack and the solar panels on top of there, and strap it on and boogie.
And mule on out.
Yeah. And mule on out. I like that. That sounds very Sierra Nevada ish. We are in the Sierra Nevada mountains in California, if you're wondering. So I'm not going to break all of this stuff down. What I am going to break down is something that I've been working on for quite a while. I started hiking, doing through hiking on the PCT in 2005, 06, and '07. And I refined my gear to what we have now. And it's called ultralight if you're unfamiliar with it. It's called an ultralight pack, and you're utilizing ultralight principles in order to achieve an ultralight pack, if that's making any sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a thing called a loadout where we get the stuff in that pack, and we're going to weigh it, see how much it weighs, and then we're going to unload it, let you see how much stuff is in the ultralight pack. So,
And what's the weight you're trying to achieve?
well, I was trying to achieve 8 pounds, maybe 8.5 pounds, something like that.
Right.
When it comes to ultralighting, you don't want to use like an ultralight pack like this. So I don't know how light this pack is just on its own. It's like maybe 4 ounces,
Uh-huh.
6 ounces, maybe
Uh-huh.
7 ounces, probably. I mean, 7 ounces at most, right? But
Uh-huh.
you don't want to put any more than 8 pounds in there because you also got to carry some food and you got to, you know, have some water in there. So, if you have any questions along the way, I'll try to catch them in the comments. So, this is the pack. This is an ultralight pack, and as you can tell, I mean, it really is relatively light to most backpacks, and it holds everything that I need to survive in the wilderness for as many days as I have a water source and food. So yeah, you're not carrying 100 days worth of food in here, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah, that pack is probably not capable
Yeah.
of carrying that much food.
Now this is a Gossamer gear pack, and again purchased back in 2005 or so. It certainly wasn't purchased any later than 2007. I'm pretty sure 2005. I haven't been able to figure out the model name. I purchased this for a girlfriend at the time, and I had the larger capacity Mariposa. Not much heavier as a backpack itself. Like I said, this backpack on its
That
own is only
backpack
about
was made
seven
for
ounces.
uh, two gender. Is it male, female? Is it or is it?
Oh no, no, no! There's no genders involved.
Okay.
So this particular backpack, it's not a Whisper. It's not like a G4. It's not a Mariposa. It has no side pockets. It has one back pocket, as you can see here. It has no insert sleeve, and the shoulders and the hips were designed to, you can open these up. These are Velcro pockets, and you can put stuff inside of the shoulders and the hips. I did not like that design because the Velcro shredded all, everything I put in there. Yeah, so it was like a cheese grater.
Wow.
But they're very thin otherwise, very thin and quite comfortable as long as you keep the weight down. So my goal, and I was able to get it down to like 8 pounds. However, I've been fidgeting, I've been fickling and fidgeting,
You've been
and
adding,
we're gonna have to weigh it right now. So before we do the breakdown, we're gonna have to do a weigh. What do they call it in boxing? A
Yeah,
weigh-in.
we're doing
A weigh-in.
pre-fight weigh-in.
Yeah, I'm using this oh so amazing Amazon scale. I say that in jest. This thing is
And it's digitally
it's
calibrated.
okay.
It's calibrated
Yeah.
within what
But
parameters?
it just doesn't have any ounces.
No
It doesn't
ounces.
have. It doesn't give it to you in ounces, and it doesn't give it to you in.
Fractions? Nothing?
It just gives it to you in weird measurements. So, well, so we're gonna mostly focus in pounds. So,
Yeah. Okay.
which will work for most people. But
Yeah,
it
I'm
has
into
pounds and
kilograms.
kilograms is all it. Okay, drum roll. Let's see. Stay up. There we go. Come on.
Is this the clean and jerk? Be careful now lifting that.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. I was pressing the wrong button.
There it is. Oh my gosh, that thing's too heavy for the machine.
Dang. Okay, I'm gonna do it 3 times.
Yeah, boy, that almost
Just
broke the
gonna do
machine.
it 3 times.
That was a stress test right there. Yeah.
Okay, got slightly different measurement there. Let's try it again. I got the same. So, all right, there's only 1 point
Okay.
difference, 0.1 difference. So we got
What's your magic number? Drum roll.
7.3.
7.3 on the Richter scale.
We got 7.3. Yes.
That's a big earthquake.
Now, I don't think I'm going to measure, weigh everything in here, but 7.3, I'm actually sort of amazed.
Yeah, I am too, because I thought your goal was like 8 pounds. So
I
you
came in
under.
under a pound under what I was trying to get to. Yeah, I stopped weighing stuff after a certain point and then just started focusing on
Pack it,
what do we
cram it in.
really need here,
Yeah.
right?
The necessities.
Yeah.
Lightweight
So,
or not, you still need something.
so 7.3 pounds.
That's amazing.
Would you do me a favor
That's
and put
amazing.
this on?
I don't know if I can carry that much weight, but I'll try.
Because I don't think
Pounds.
you've probably never carried a backpack
I've had
this light.
babies bigger than that. Come on. Yeah, all right. Put me down for how many? 7 something. This then I go from hike. How far do I got to go?
So this is a lot of times when we wear these, we don't even bother with the hip belt.
I like it better if it had rockets.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the hip belt,
You don't use the hip belt?
usually not when it weighs this much.
Yeah, it's pretty
If it weighs this
lightweight,
much,
yeah.
there's
really not no weight back there.
yeah, there's nothing there. But you
It's a kidney
you
belt
put it on
holding
if
your
you want.
kidneys.
So here you go. There's slowly. There's
I think I
side
threw my
side
back up.
shot right there, a little forward.
Hey, don't
There we
push me
go.
now.
Yeah.
Don't push me down.
So, yeah, we got the
feel
sun
forward.
umbrella here. We've got the
gold
the
umbrella.
tent pole, carbon fiber pole. Yeah, all of this stuff. This was all achievable, even though a lot of the stuff I have now is new. All of this gear was achievable back when I first started.
Really?
And a lot of the gear I had already had, but it's so old that I just kind of had to replace it. So now being able to replace this stuff with even lighter gear
weight, yeah.
has got my base weight down to
The
7.3. How does this feel?
If technology advances, and I think you know how it's going to feel. It's light. It's lighter weight. It's going to feel great. Anything lighter is going to feel great. I guarantee you.
I mean, does that even feel like you're carrying anything?
No, I'm telling you, it's like nothing there. Loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread. Yeah, very comfortable, right?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of moves with you and everything.
It doesn't shift around. It's compact. It's not,
It's not noisy.
not
No
noisy.
noise coming from the
And
pack.
not a lot of drag.
So, all right. Well, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Man.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't get to keep the pack. See, what's the deal with that?
Lucky for you, I've got another one of these.
Oh,
so,
go ahead.
so,
Go give me the.
if you ever decide, now here's the thing,
Well, yeah,
folks.
give me the heavy one.
If you, Susan, hi, how are you? Whee, whee. Yeah. Somebody knows where I'm from.
Oh,
So check this out. If you are going to use something like this, you get the pack last, and you get all the gear that you need, and that you're going to be able to be comfortable with and be able to use. Then, so you do a lot of living room camping or backyard camping, whatever. And then you get the pack to put all the stuff in. Makes sense, right? Now I'm going to just say this real quickly before I go into it, but there's another method, which is get the pack and force yourself to only buy the stuff.
And then you got to
So there's another
A small
method.
quantity.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
bought a
like.
small pack, I guess. Right?
That's what I like about this hobby of ultralighting is now you
But
get to
now,
kind of put your own spin on it
normally is that
here and
a
there.
3-day hike deal?
Yeah, that's a great question. This will usually carry from 3 to 4 days of food, and it's assuming you're not doing big water hauls. As I do the loadout here, I'll kind of go a little into the whole water situation. I do filter water. There's a lot of folks out there that think that it's okay to not filter water, and
You're gonna get a bellyache.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I've had giardia, I've had food poisoning, and the problem with that stuff is, so I'm told, that once you get that kind of stuff, it affects you for life
Wow.
and can lead to certain cancers. I hear.
Like,
I'm no scientist,
like a pathogen got
I'm
in
no
your body
doctor,
and they going nowhere, huh?
but it sounds about right because I've gotten food poisoning enough times to sort of concur a
Who
little
was
bit
this?
with that.
Your ex-wife? She tried to kill you? Well, she was just a crummy cook.
Yeah, lucky for me, I ain't ever been married, so
Oh, that's good. So the
that's-
food poisoning was on your own.
I've stayed out of the frying pan, so I didn't have to get into the fire. So anyway, here we go.
7.13.
7.3 pounds. So dang near 7 pounds.
Yeah.
7 pounds. We're going to now see.
Sounds like,
I just had to make sure we're still rolling there. Still, sometimes a film runs out of the camera.
what's that, 8mm? Digital.
All right, so let's start with, before I do the loadout here, let's talk about what I'm wearing. We've got an AirTech, oops, man, I'm making a lot of noise with this.
Microphone.
An AirTech very light hat. An Arctrex, that's what it's called. It's an Arctrex.
How much does the hat weigh?
Very little. This is an ultralight
Ultralight
hat.
hat.
These are some prescription glasses. This is I believe this is an Outdoor Vitals sun hoodie, and I kind of like it, but if it gets anywhere near Velcro, it's going to gnat up and get nasty like this has. And boy, if you get yellow,
It doesn't clean up well.
yeah. Wayne says after a bit, it's going to start looking like camo.
Oh yeah, or either that or you look like that, Charlie Brown guy. What was it, Pigpen?
Yeah, but it's a nice sun hoodie. It does the job, keeps the sun off of you, and also I use a sun umbrella that I'll show you. So that's my shirt. I'm wearing Dohui, like the something collection. This is like the special custom
Is that camo?
Dohui
No, that is
from
camo.
Hawaii. These are surf shorts, but they're also like, they got pockets and stuff, but they're essentially really super light ripstop surf shorts. And this is pretty much my main pants. These are my pants. And I got sandals.
Oh yeah, you got Jesus sandals.
But
walk on the water.
I'm not used to calling them sandals. These are slippers.
No, you first you
Yeah,
call them hiking. You call them
But
hiking
these aren't
sandals.
proper slippers, right? Look at this.
But you haven't
These
hiked too
are
much,
the
you know,
Bedrock sandals. There we go. And
hiking sandals.
yeah, hiking sandals.
Yeah.
And I really love them. The only thing I don't love is stubbing my toe, like every day. And
Does that void the warranty?
the thing is, I'm thinking, well, if I stub my toe enough times, I'll be more careful.
Yeah,
I'll be more aware.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened yet.
So you think you're doing it on
So,
purpose, huh?
um, I think it's because ever since I was a kid, like when I was a kid, I was in Taekwondo, and we'd always just be kicking each other's feet
Yeah.
and toes and all that. And then in martial, if you don't know, I'm a martial arts instructor, and so we just kick feet, hands. We break them. It's all so. The initial pain almost is like a rush,
Ah, so you
and
do it for the pain.
it's an unhealthy rush. I don't suggest it. So
Another hobby of yours,
yeah,
apparently.
but I'm not giving up. This is the first season I'm using sandals.
Yeah.
Sandals.
Don't
Yeah.
call them thongs.
I heard a great line. It was, "How are you going to stay balanced and grounded if you're on your tippy toes?"
Yeah, on your tippy toes. Oh, I see. So get off your tippy toes and
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Any comments out there? No. Okay, good. I will continue. So I don't really use sunscreen. Maybe if I'm in the desert section or if I know I'm going to be in an area where it's highly exposed, like altitude, then I'll slather some on if I have some. Usually just clothes. These go down. I can cover my hands up from the sun, but I also use a ultra light umbrella. I think this is about somewhere between 5 and 7 ounces, and this works
is that for
wonderful to create
is it for
shade.
shade as well as rain?
Shade and rain, but it doesn't rain very often here.
That never
No.
rains in California.
Yeah. And I also have a poncho that I'll be showing you. Now this attaches to the front of the backpack onto the strap.
What?
So
So you're hiking in shade
so
all
I
the
don't
time.
actually have to hold this. I just put it on whichever strap and adjust it
Yeah.
how I need it to be, and then I'm hands free.
Hiking in the
Yeah.
shade all the
So
time.
sun,
Amazing.
very lightweight. This is a new purchase, and it's replacing my Six Moons design umbrella that I bought back in the
Six
Stone
moons ago.
Age. Yeah, back when the wheel was still square. You know.
Right. And
Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to go into weighing all this. We just know that everything in here, 7.3
yeah,
pounds, and
wide as
I'll
light.
I'll pick it up now. This is the Nemo Switchback closed cell foam. I don't have to worry about stuff poking it, and
Yeah. Durable.
like blow up. Yeah, those are those are a little like it's okay. They're really comfortable.
Yeah.
But if you're actually going to be living on those things, man, if it pops,
I thought this is more
oh
durable.
man,
This is
yeah.
more than probably.
So this is a closed cell foam, rather light. And you'll notice it's not very long. I just have it cover from my shoulders down to my below my butt, and that just keeps my body uh, off of the cold ground. If you notice, I also laid down a polycro ground sheet. Polycro is usually the stuff that's used for
To
windows.
wrap them.
Yeah, window wrapping. So you can go ahead and get yourself some of that if you like. I've in the past I've used Tyvek. You've got
Yeah.
my old
Yeah,
Tyvek now.
correct. That's a little thicker than that.
So the next thing I have is my carbon fiber Easton pole, and this supports my poncho tarp tent, and it's again very light. I'm not exactly
And
sure
you only need one
on it.
pole.
And just I'm a one pole kind of guy. If you had a hiking pole, you could use that. I forgot the pole and used sticks
Oh,
before.
sure. So
Yeah, and it's right up to here. I know where it measures up to.
yeah.
So I just look for, I'll break a stick and make it that big
This is
and
the
use the
poncho
stick.
the poncho model.
Yeah. And then this, the poncho tarp tent. So this is my, this is in an aerated bag. Thank you for that tip, extra ultralight. If you really want to get into ultralighting, I'm sure you could. If you just put in ultralight, extra ultralights channel will come up. So aloha to him. This is my toothbrush. It's just a small, thin, but full brush. I don't need to cut down the toothbrush handle. I don't want my nasty hands inside my mouth when I'm trying
Right.
to
And
do
you
hygiene.
and you
And then
carry.
this is my water filter. This is good for 100,000 gallons or filters or something of that nature. So
Oh,
as long as you keep these things clean but able to air out, they'll serve you well. So it's in a
do you make your own tooth?
aerated
Do you make your
bag.
own toothpaste?
This is my own. This is my. These are called tabby socks.
That's
Tabby socks. So one toe comes
tabby,
out, and
like a cat.
that's so I can wear my slippers, or
Oh, I
also
see.
known
So
as
you don't stub your
sandals.
toe.
Yeah. So there's. I usually just wear those at night. Not during the day because they get really nasty and dusty and dirty. So they're more like camp socks. Here's one of two uh, bandanas, a very light, thin cotton bandana. This is just some medications of sorts. We won't talk about that. Let me see. Here we go. And this is my glass. These are my fancy glass case and a rag, a clean rag. So that's everything that's in the front pocket. And I try not to put anything more in the front pocket other than maybe some snacks, right? You don't want a lot of weight on the outside. You want most of that weight of your backpack, especially when you're doing ultralighting. You want most of that weight to be in this diagonal of the bag. So most of the weight up here, and then that weight thins out here, and then all of the light stuff goes into here and into this diagonal of the bag. I hope that makes sense.
So they're both diagonal.
Yes, you're working
Is
with
that so
diagonals
weight
there,
shift?
and that way the weight that's up here, because we don't walk like this, we kind of walk as we're walking,
Yeah,
we're
Cro-Magnon.
forward, which puts that weight right above our hips
Yeah.
and allows it mostly our hips. Now, when it comes to ultralighting, oftentimes, especially now with the newer packs, they're kind of up higher and they're kind of made to just settle into the sway of your back. So that's kind of cool. You know, you don't even really bother with the hip
But
belts
doesn't matter if
at
you're
all.
tall or short. The pack
What's that?
doesn't matter if you're tall or short.
I think it's more about the sway of your back than anything else. Yeah, because you can get certain lengths, like they'll make certain lengths, and so yeah, if you're short, then they'll make a smaller length for you. This is my food bag. This is where I put all my food, and then I have a string that I hang it up with. And now let me see if we got any questions going on here. Long time short scene. Oh, hey, son of Sueto. Aloha. Son of Sueto, I think, is Afrikaan, right?
Oh, apparently he's from what part of Africa?
I don't know. I don't remember. I should remember because we remembered for a while. He was such a regular that we finally remembered the town or village or whatever where he was from. But nonetheless, aloha. Good. Whoa, nice wind.
Wind shift.
Yeah, we're kind of getting a little bit of a heat wave coming up here in California. So luckily we're up in the mountains. Won't really affect us so much. This is what's called a ditty bag. And the ditty bag has all the little itty bitty ditties in it.
Every little
Yeah.
icky dicky you ever
Yeah,
imagine.
one of my favorite things that are in this bag
Is your bidet?
is my no. Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's that, but that I didn't remember that.
thought that was the
But
news.
is my Nightcore NU20 Classic. Know what's really cool about the Nightcore NU20 Classic, and I'm not going to go into all my gear today, um, but and the reason why this stuff isn't in here is because I'm not counting electronics. So electronics is usually in my pocket or in my hands. I'm usually
Yeah, you
using
carry it yourself.
that. So you can, I have a longer cord as well for this, but you can connect your Nightcore power bank directly into this and use it to power while you're using it.
Oh, I
So if
see.
you're in an emergency situation where
Yeah,
you got to hike all night, you don't got to worry. You can hike for a week
that's your
with,
backup power
with
source.
this and this. So I'm really stoked on this piece of gear, and it's sort of the newest and coolest piece of gear that I have, I'd say. These are my water bladders. I got a lot of them. This is like 64 ounces, 32 ounces, 32 ounces, and 16 ounces. I don't carry this much water, but when I get to camp, I fill these up before I get to camp, or I'll set up camp somewhere near water and then go fill these up.
That's enough to get you through the day.
Yeah, but here in the Sierras, you'll usually just carry about 1 liter per. You're usually not carrying more than 1 liter, if any. I know some people that just hike from water source to
Yeah,
water
right.
source.
Well,
So this is my cook kit. My cook kit. I do cold soaking, so I just let food sit in here. How long do you stay in each camp and repack? Well, I create. Hey, Ramon, aloha. Um, I do cold soaking. This is Talenti sherbet. So you can go ahead and enjoy some sherbet and then boom, have a whole cook kit. Yeah, you
right
can put
there.
couscous in here, minute rice, and whatever. Let it soak for a little bit. Mashed potatoes immediately. Throw some spices, some proteins, whatever else you want in there. And boom, ready to go. Spoon, ready to go. Yeah, how long do I stay in each camp? Just a night, just a night, go from camp to camp. I do what's called base camp hiking. So I make sure that I have supplies in one area that's I'll be able to resupply. So I'm not running in and out of town all the time. If you see that bottom, this is what I go to town and fill up this big old box down here. So that's what keeps me alive before I have to go,
Yeah, it's
before we
your
have to go back
supplies.
into town.
Yeah, you gotta have supplies.
So next is, yeah, in the Ditty, I'll just kind of quickly go through. I got a compass. I got the bear line. I've got straps for the umbrella. I've got the cables for the electronics. I've got a small medical kit which consists of like a band-aid and some aspirin. Very minimal.
You carry bear spray?
No, I do not carry bear spray in my ultralight setup. But for base camp, most definitely, because you're in one place long enough for
Them to
them
smell
to,
you.
yeah, get your scent and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never had to use it. I've had many bear encounters, never had to use bear
Never
spray.
sprayed a
Bear
bear.
spray is more for the two-legged creatures. This is my toiletries, and my toiletries is just Ziploc bags with toothpaste, moisturizer.
What?
Yeah, so it's yeah, yeah.
It's
I
your
put all the stuff in these Ziplocs and make everything nice and light, right? And look at this little baby toilet toothpaste. Look at that toothpaste. Look how little. I mean, that's super little.
What, did you
Here's my
get that from
finger.
the motel?
I don't know where I got that. I only had two of them though, so I save it for the next hike and whatnot. So that's my toiletries. Yeah, a little bit of just a little chunk of Bronner's soap and whatnot, hard soap. This is one of the heavier things that it's more of a good luck charm.
Good luck
But I
charm.
also use it if I have to hike into town, right? Hiker to town,
I go to
right? And
town.
then, or hiker to trail. And then
Oh,
if
it's
I'm
for
going to town, hiker to town, right? Or you can even use it as you're walking.
so
You put it under your hat.
it's a hitchhiking towel.
Yeah, there you go. Then they could they know
You know,
you are a
you're looking
serious
for a ride.
hiker. I got this
You're
when I
looking for a
did
ride.
the through hike of the PCT in 2005. It goes
Did it work?
all the
Did they
way
pick you up?
from Mexico to Canada, and it is 2,663.5 miles long. And
That's a
I've
long
done
walk.
over 2,000 miles of it. The stuff I didn't do is because it was on fire or was restricted for habitat restoration. So, yeah, I failed in doing an actual complete hike.
Well,
So
but
I have to do it
if
all
you
over
do
again.
no, if you do the missing segments, doesn't that count?
Well, that's all right. I'll just do it
What are the
over.
rules? Now you got to start over. Oh
I'll just do
man.
it over and fail again. I'll just keep failing at
Yeah,
this.
until finally
This is a new
the
addition.
trail's not there
It's
anymore.
a blow up pillow. A
A
blow
blow up
up pillow.
pillow.
I put my blow up pillow in here if I'm just sleeping with my food. A lot of times I'll sleep with my food. I use a smell resistant bag as well. So a lot of times I'll use the food as a pillow.
That's
And
good. You
yeah,
pillow.
the animal will have to come and like lift you up off the food to
Yeah.
get it. You're only doing it in that areas where it's low risk. But I'll put this inside of a bag, and then I'll put some nice soft clothes on top of this and adjust the pillow to what height I need it to be.
Oh,
And it works really
any stuff
all
bag,
right.
a stuff bag will work.
It works so kind of okay.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Here's some new gear too, but kind of old. Like I'm just new, as in replaced the old ones. These are now lighter. These are dance pants. Um, what do you call it? Ripstop, super light dance pants.
Dancing pants? What's that? You buy them for dancing mostly?
Well, all hikers will be required by
To
law
dance?
to do a little Bob Fosse jazz hands.
Oh,
Dance pants,
in
yeah.
order to
These I
continue the
use.
trail.
I use these as wind to block the wind when it gets windy, or to block insects. Right. That's also what the socks are for, to block the insects.
The bug.
And then this is not a rain jacket. It's just a wind jacket. It is. Both of these are about, I don't know, somewhere between 4 or 5 ounces, something like that. And super light, but blocks the wind. You use this with a alpha layer. This is what's called an alpha 60 layer. You use this with your alpha layer, and now you've got a nice warm setup. I've actually found out that if
Wind
I
and
put this under this and then this, oh,
3 layers are you're
oh
locked in.
man,
That's
nice
like
and
now
warm.
you're
So the one
impregnable.
thing, oh, and you don't want this to touch Velcro or it will get ruined.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just, but this alpha fleece stuff is just incredible.
It looks like it's
It
quite
weighs
breathable.
nothing. Again, I don't know exactly what, but it weighs nothing, and it's like fleece, but
That
it's
handmade?
got holes. Now, if you just wore this by itself, wind blows right through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put this under, like skin, like have this as your base active
That
layer,
insulation?
and then whoa, put as you start layering on top of this, this thing just gets so
It's warm,
warm.
huh?
It's incredible. So, and
Is
then
that, is that
you don't
handmade?
need a puffy.
No, that's true. Is that the one that was handmade?
Yeah, this and I got some pants, but I don't carry the pants in my light setup. But that was made by Lev. Lev right in Diamond Springs, here in El Dorado County. Lev makes this stuff, and
They make one at a
they can't
time.
make it. They make it by hand. They can't make it fast enough.
They make one at a
They're
time, though.
just.
I mean,
uh, we actually went
it's a
to
factory.
the factory and stood there and watched them finish making the
Yeah.
pants. So great, awesome folks over there at Lev. Cameron, who is the Cameron and Elisa?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, and then the guy who we didn't get his name.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah.
one. They're
But
slave
thanks,
drivers. They're
guys. You
slave
guys are
drivers.
awesome. This is something that I should have known about because I met Ron Mosk. I think I got his name right. The guy that was the founder of Six Moons Designs. And I met him in 2005. And I think
He
he
told you about the poncho?
he made this or designed this, I think around 2004, 2005. So I bought a two-person lunar duo from Ron back when he was making them out of his minivan in Campo, down at the Campo border. And
Was that his first tent model?
well, no, I was much more ultralight, but I ordered it from him so that by the time I got to the Sierras, I would have a nice tent. And boy, going from like tarp tenting and I was also using a bivy sack and all this other stuff. Man, being able to go from that to the Lunar Duo two-person tent was like having a castle. And it only just failed that when I tried to use it 20 years later.
Yeah, I think it got.
Man, boy, you can't have a tent for 20 years. And
I
yeah,
think
it
that
just
finally said
failed.
I'm not good.
But it was made
Do
out
the
of
job.
sil nylon. This now, again, Six Moons design, made out of sil poly. So sil poly doesn't stretch as much, so perhaps doesn't leak as much.
Yeah,
But 10 years, come on, right?
yeah,
This
that was
is
a
what's
long
called the
time for that.
Gatewood Cape. I'm not going to demonstrate it. Maybe I'll do that later sometime. But this is actually a poncho with a hood, and I use this poncho also as a tarp tent. So I set it up
Yeah, and
as a
bug
tarp
repellent.
tent. Yeah, and I don't use a screened in tarp tent, not for the ultralight setup. If there are bugs, then I'll just make sure I put my wind gear on, my socks on, and I'll put a head net on and put my earbuds in. And yeah, and we're good to go. And maybe a little bit of DEET on the
Oh
back of
yeah,
the hands, any
oh
of the
yeah.
exposed
Just to
areas.
let them know that you're not for
Yeah,
sale.
and I haven't had any issues with the bugs. So I hardly use this now unless I'm just, I kind of want to be enclosed. But mostly I just like to sleep out. I like to what's called cowboy camp. Just lay out the tarp and lay down. Get the pads out and lay down. So this is really cool. It helps to save me a lot of weight. This is probably responsible for saving me the most weight
Yeah,
because
the tent.
this also acts as my rain gear. It acts as a warmth layer, and it's
Very
my
much.
shelter.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is, and thank you,
Very
Extra
versatile.
Ultralight, because that's where I heard about this from. I didn't hear about this from Six Moons. So I probably would have gone to this all along. I just love the
Yeah.
Gatewood Cape. I hope they make it forever. Yes, there are very cheap knockoffs, but this is already like 130 bucks.
See,
So the knockoffs aren't going to be that much cheaper. But yeah, a company called Lanshin or something like that makes a lot of the ultralight knockoff stuff. Yeah, it's cool. And boy, one of the pieces of gear I I can't believe I still have bought it in 2005. This is the Gossamer Gear Nanatuck. Nanatech.
and
Nanatuck.
tech
Yeah.
mummy.
And no, it's not black, but I just turned it inside out because I like the stealthness of
Yeah,
just
no, it
getting
is.
in a black bag and you just disappear. Yeah.
It almost looks like a
Well,
body bag.
one time it's a mummy bag. One time I had a moose looking at me.
A moose.
Not here, but yeah, I had a moose.
Okay.
Yeah, this I purchased in 2005. I was afraid to use it, so I went out and bought two Western mountaineering bags and coupled them up and whatnot.
But you claim
But
that.
now that I'm a big boy, I use
And
it. This is less than 1 pound, and it's called
what's it
the
rated?
Nanatuck.
What's it rated
Nanatuck.
at?
Tough Grip Hike Camp. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh, thank you, bro. So yes, this is
What
my
does it go for?
Nanatuck. This has
40?
what's called a false bottom on it. It's a mummy bag, but it has a false bottom, meaning there's nothing on the back.
Really?
And so I was afraid to use this, so it pretty
And what is
much
it temperature wise?
went unused for
How
many
far down
years.
does it go on the temperature scale?
But now I'm loving it. This will go down to 40.
No,
Yeah, I mean
summertime.
it's probably rated like at a 30, so reasonably 40. Um, yeah. Once if I know I'm going to be in 40-degree weather, we're
You
not
probably don't
using.
even need a sleeping
We
bag.
transition like steady 40-degree.
You don't even need a
We
bag.
transition into heavier gear.
Yeah.
Aloha, ohana, the fat Muppet. What's happening? Man, it's good to see a lot of the regulars, the OGs. Welcome. Yeah. By the way, this is 100 days that I've been out here.
100 days old.
100 days, maybe even 101 days, because
Yeah.
I lost track of one of the days. I forget. Yeah. Anyway, 1 pound Nanotech, bought in 2005. Yeah. I put a video out talking about the who I hiked with. Shout out if they're probably not watching this, but Meadow Mary, Billy Goat, rest in peace,
Billy
Glenn Van
Goat.
Pesky. Um, Glenn was one of the pioneers of a lot of this gear and whatnot. I've never met or read Ray Jardine's book, but I've heard enough about it from all of his disciples to feel like I have.
So you've outlived a lot of them.
Well, Glenn was actually going to be, him and his kids were going to take Wing Chun from me. Yeah, learn Kung Fu. Okay, so we're down to the nitty gritty. The 7.3 pounds. We've got what's called a Nylaflume pack liner. It's light but very strong. And you use these pack liners mostly to reinforce the backpack and also to keep things dry. So
Yeah,
everything that has to stay dry goes into this. They roll it up, and
Yeah.
then everything else goes on top of it. And
Well, you stash your clothes in there.
there's one more thing in here. I'm not going to say what it is yet. There's one more thing in here. This is yet another pad. So this is a 1/8 inch closed
Boy, that's
cell
pretty thin.
foam pad called a CCF pad, closed cell foam. And this goes almost from head to toe. Almost. And this helps with additional padding, but also
The cold.
yeah, right, keeping me off the cold ground. Now, these pads this pad, I learned in Knowles back when I did a winter Knowles course, National Outdoor Leadership School course. And the way we packed was we would have these thick foam cells. We would roll them up into cylinders and then put these into a bag and then shove things into it. And I haven't always packed like that, but I've gone back to packing for
Like a
ultralight
cylinder, huh?
like this, yeah. And probably even in all of my packing now, I'll probably go back to packing, getting a closed cell foam, making a bucket out of it, and then
Yeah.
putting everything in the bucket. You have to do that
Well, you
when
know,
you're using a 7 ounce backpack. I mean, this backpack has no support, no frame, no nothing, right? Now, there's one more thing in here. What do you think it is?
I'm sure that has something to do with your medical problem. No,
Well,
just guess.
that's almost a good guess.
Medical.
Yeah, my medical problem being I'm like the princess and the pea, yet another pad. So, yes,
What?
that's it. That's everything. That is what I put in my 7.3
How did you get
pound
all that in that
pack.
bag? I'll tell you.
And all of that fits into here. So let me show you the sleep system just on its own, right? This is it. All three of these together for me
Oh, that's
is
like a
just
high rise.
right. It's not comfortable, but comfort seems to hurt me. So this is just like firm enough that
Yeah,
I
plenty of
don't feel
pen.
damaged when I wake up. Right. So an eighth, and then these eighth inch, and then these, I don't know,
But
what are these,
there's also
quarter
that
inch?
the blow up model, but those tend to leak now and then.
Yeah, well, even if they didn't leak, I probably wouldn't use them. Although the one that you have, I have an old Thermarest that's become delaminated, so we're going to send it back and see if we can get another one. But those are really cool. They're ultralight. They're small, and they're closed. It's a combination hybrid of a closed cell and self-inflating. So they're
Yeah,
called self-inflating
self-inflated.
as opposed to the ones that are popular now, which are called inflatables, which I just am not a fan of. Hammocks work. Tough grip hike camp. I used the Hennessy hammock, the asymmetrical, the really good one, the most expensive one they had. I used it. I love the concept of
The
hammocks.
hammock, man.
If I were just doing like a short
You just
trip,
hang around.
I wouldn't mind using a hammock, especially if we could find like a really good inflatable to use with it. I hear Zen Bivy makes a really good inflatable. Use, yeah, I bet you it's like floating in air, but again, after a while, it just hurts. Even though you're supposed to lay absolutely flat, I still don't think they got it so it's flat enough. I need some nice hard earth
The earth isn't flat enough.
underneath me. The earth isn't flat enough.
That's for
Some will
sure.
say. Yeah. So, yeah, this is good. Yeah. Sleeping systems have always been a challenge, right? I think if you use this, I think you'd use less than this. I think you could use just this. However, you would have to prepare the ground,
Yeah, a
and
little
it would
more
probably
prep
take
work.
about a couple
Put into
hours to
yeah.
out of your day to prepare the ground, and then just be able to put something on very thin on top, maybe even just a tarp on top, ground sheet. So that's it, folks.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, let's go hiking.
7.3 pounds. All of this. Here, let me see if I can tilt the camera so you guys can see it.
7.3
Yeah,
pounds.
7.3. Oh, yeah, you guys see it. Yeah, that's it.
I think my first
I mean,
baby was
it's
carried by
amazing
my
that
foot.
you can fit all of this stuff
Yeah, it's pretty
in there.
tricky.
Some of the honorable mentions. Now, these are things, especially ultralighting. I just have this in my hand the whole time. So I'm just constantly drinking,
Yeah,
drinking.
you said that.
This is, and I'm using whatever bottle I can get, the small ones, big ones. If I'm ultralighting, I'm gonna usually hold on to this, and if I'm done drinking it, and it will just go into the pack.
So you don't carry a canteen?
Yeah. Not just those pouches, but this, but look at that. Look at that. It's the backcountry bidet.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. It's like a portable toilet.
You can get a lot of this stuff, this kind of stuff. Where I've gotten it from is
Well, that's not homemade.
garagegrowngear.com.
Oh, nice.
Garagegrowngear.com. Great place. I like shopping there whenever I can and try not to, um, get stuff from Amazon whenever possible. But the backcountry bidet has allowed me to be,
Paperless.
yes, you don't, you
There's no paper
need
trail.
you need no
No
or
paper
maybe
trail.
a little. Some people will just use a rag and just
Oh,
dry themselves off and
better than the
whatnot.
CIA. No paper trail.
But I also love to use this just to wash dishes, to wash my
Yeah.
hands or whatever, to take a little shower with, right?
Wash your hair.
I know it's a bidet, but it doesn't go up your butt, so don't worry, guys. This doesn't go in
Unless you
or on
malfunction.
anything. You're not actually pooing on the thing, okay? I know some people are weird about that kind of stuff.
I know.
Yeah, and I'm not asking you to use my bidet, okay?
No, those are not
Yeah,
transferable.
but it's allowed me to stay really clean because you
Yeah,
can get
and
pretty nasty out here, especially 100 days, 100 days, and
yeah, days
I'm
of,
still fresh as can be. Yeah,
yeah, that's like a douche
I'm
commercial.
more fresh out here in the
Than an aspen
wilderness
tree.
than I am in sticks and bricks living.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
So
apparently good for your health.
weighs nothing. It just kind of pops in there with some little rubbers in there. This is a glow in the dark one, so if you need to poo at night, you're good to go. Or if you need to wash at night, however,
Glow in the
whatever.
dark.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um. Yeah. These are some things are just. I'm glad I'm alive to see these innovations
Yeah.
in hiking and camping and
Come
ultralighting.
a long way.
It's come a long way. So, some other honorable mentions. Now, this is my base camp backpack. This is what's called a ULA circuit. That's about 2.5 pounds. It has internal frame and it has load adjusters on the shoulders and the hips. And so this is if you're going any heavier of a base weight than like 8-10 pounds tops, right? Okay, well now you want to move to something like this. This Now this is going to be a joke, but because it's all subjective, right? But this is the base camp
Yeah. What do you think
backpack
that weighs?
weight.
Nah,
I,
let's take it.
I, what is going to be
Ballpark
interesting
figure.
about this
20
is
pounds.
I do carry this and all this gear in here, and it is quite comfortable. Although I wouldn't want to go long distances carrying this amount of weight. I have many times.
But you're a triathlete, aren't you?
No.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I try anything. I'm a try.
I'm a triathlete.
I try to be an athlete.
We got 20 pounds? Easily.
Nice. Well, that's not bad. That wasn't a bad guess.
Yeah.
And no wonder it doesn't feel so bad
Yeah.
because we have 17.2
Not bad.
pounds. Yeah.
Let me guess your weight.
17.2. So my base camp pack weight is 17 pounds. That's not bad.
That's only 10
Wow.
pounds more than the hiking
Yeah,
model.
that's not bad. And then my standard ultra lighting base weight,
And that's got
7.2. Imagine this is 10 pounds
yeah,
heavier than
that's
my
amazing. And,
regular
and that's
base.
got the same stuff in it? Cooking gear and all that?
Yeah. Now this is more geared towards some of the luxuries. If I need to really get out of the bugs, then I have a bug tent in here. I have a stove in here.
Yeah.
I've got a bear can in here.
Yeah.
I've got yet another umbrella, which, umbrellas really come in handy,
For solar
especially
panels.
for a base camp type stuff.
But, yeah.
I've got even more electronics in here. I've got a change of clothes, like standard hiking clothes instead of ultralight. And they're still very light clothes, but they're just not ultralight clothes. Yeah, and then essentially all that stuff down there is just expendables. Then the black box underneath, that's expendables. That's stuff that I rather am eating or consuming. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Consumables. So
Consumables.
all the stuff in the bottom are consumables.
Yeah.
And geez, one last thing.
The
Not
plant.
one last. I have one last thing. My absolute critical, most important piece of gear. Uh, Tongue means mountain pass.
What is that?
It's a car guy term. Oh, I think I missed it. um, to power all this, I'm just using a solar panels. These are 200-watt Jackery Solar Saga panels. The cord has the connectors, everything you need to just plug right into it. So I'm not using a battery because your phone is a battery, and I'm also using a power bank. So that's kind of like a battery, right? So this is highly over paneled. I was using like a little 40-watt
Yeah.
thing, but it broke, so I sent it back
That's a high
and just
production
went
one.
right back to the Solar Saga. Over paneling is wonderful. It charges things nice and quickly,
Quickly.
but you're not going to carry this around when you're
No, no.
hiking. This is definitely base camp kind of stuff. I charge everything up, and then I go stash the consumables and the solar, and then go do my hiking. One last thing,
One more thing
and
for
the
mankind.
thing that, boy, I wouldn't really be able to do
Bugs.
this because we came out here early April.
Yeah.
There was still snow. We had two
It
little
snowed.
snowstorms come in and
Oh,
whatnot.
the end of the snow season.
Yeah, and then once the snow stops, the relentless sun,
Oh, yeah.
starts beating down on you. And we've been using it this whole time to protect ourselves from that said sun, and that is this little 13, I don't
Gotta
know,
have a tarp.
$16 heavy duty grommeted tarp. I
The
got
tarp
this.
will
I got
make or
this at
break your
Tractor
day.
Supply. You probably have one already at home. Even an old tarp works really well for shade,
Exactly.
right? It's black on one side and silver on the other. Right now, the silver is facing the sun to reflect the sun away, but I can flip it around and use it more, the black side, to sort of be more stealth in the shelter, as a shelter. I rarely use it at night. What I'll do is I'll use this as a big lavish ground cloth, and this is an 8 by 10, so I'll fold it in half and
Take
still
out your
have,
territory.
yeah, huge ground sheet. If for some reason a freak rain comes, you could actually get into the folds of the tarp. For what I'm doing, it is the most critical piece of gear. Wayne
Yeah.
will tell you, I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time uh, purchasing all this specialized gear, right? That's where hobby comes in.
Yeah.
You have some money, or you don't mind going into debt, and so you just go ahead and buy
Yeah,
the latest,
you might as well
greatest.
splurge. But you only live
You
once.
only live once kind of
Yeah,
a
But the tarp thing was a good idea. It also keeps the cold of the ground off, everything else.
In layers, yeah, because it's folded, and so you've got these layers, and then I've got my pads on top of that. If rain comes, I could just tuck inside of it real quick if I needed to.
Shelter if it gets windy.
Yeah, it is
Does it all.
every. I mean, and think about it. My second best favorite critical piece of gear is yet another tarp that I use as a poncho. So that's the one that I carry.
Right.
So essentially, a tarp is the single most piece of gear, in my opinion,
Yeah.
that you can have. And
Key piece of the layers.
it doesn't, although I have spent a lot of money to get the latest and greatest, I've done it over years. And, you know, it was only just so I can get to this holy grail of under eight. Yeah, I'm 7.3 pounds. I paid for it though. You can get to
Yeah.
10 pounds with gear you already have.
You can hire a
Probably.
Sherpa for all I care.
So, yeah, the whole idea with ultralighting isn't to spend a lot of money on specialized gear. It's to only bring what you need and try to just find the lightest of that stuff. And that's pretty easy to do these days. You go to Walmart and pick up some running shorts that are just as light as these are, or almost as light. So the gear is going, even the fleece that they're going to have is going to be light, just not as light. But you're still going to get yourself into that 10-pound mark.
And you gotta be willing to open up your wallet to get the better stuff.
The sleeping bag, you can go, if it's summertime, you can go with a light sleeping bag.
Quilt.
A quilt. You can go with a quilt, or even
Cheap.
like a blanket, a polar fleece blanket, sort of thing. So yeah, you don't need to spend lots of the outdoor gear industry doesn't want people saying
Well,
this, but man, you can really do all of this without the
it's like
specialized
you
gear.
upgrade the homeless thing. It's like upgrade, kind of.
Yeah. I, I will say this. You do, for the most part, want to get the best of what you got. In other words, instead of a thin tarp,
Don't go
if
cheap.
all you can afford or all you have is a thin tarp, okay, go. I have a Sil Poly tarp. That's really thin. That's like as thin as a trash bag. You can tape trash bags together and make clothes out of trash bags if you wanted
sure.
to. You can make a whole rain suit. But instead of a cheap tarp, if you can afford like $13, $16 and buy a thicker tarp, that's going to work better. That's all. Or you buy a Sil Poly tarp for 130 bucks and then you don't mind carrying it. It's not as sturdy,
But these eyelets that make it night and day.
Oh yes, and I'm using some paracord. All I'm using is paracord to just tie these off to trees and rocks, and yeah, using little what would you call that? A limb, a tree, stumps.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah,
foundation.
using those as
What is that,
tent poles to raise it up. All right. Hey, listen, if you've got any questions, this is the time to ask them questions, concerns, comments. And yeah, there are, I guess I'll end with this. Maybe off topic. Should I go off topic or just stay on topic?
You if
I'll stay on
you're in
topic.
the driver's
Just
seat.
for the algorithm's sake, I'll stay
Yeah.
on topic. If you want me to go off topic, let me know in the comments and I'll make an off topic video. I'm really good at making off topic videos. The algorithms prove that. Yes, any questions, any thoughts on this? I am going to get my the one thing that when you're at base camp or even when you're hiking, camping, I think the one thing that you should do if you're not doing it is
Is
always try to find the shade.
yeah, keep your stuff out of the sun.
You know,
And what have you learned in these
especially your
the food?
consumables.
And what have you learned in these 100 days? What is your theory on this idea? Come to any conclusions? 100 days of
Well,
being a chipmunk.
here it is. This, that's great because that is a nice segue to get off topic.
Yes, yeah. Well, we gotta close it with something. Let's close it.
Yeah, and we
Wrap it
can
up.
say close it with this. If you have any questions on this gear or my base camp gear, let me know, and I'll address that in a future video. But Wayne asked a good question, which is, what have I learned
Yeah. What have
so
you learned in
far?
100 days?
100 days out in the wilderness. I learned. Uh, well, I'll say this. What have I gained? I've gained a great appreciation for you because
Oh, I'm just the wheels.
you have been, well, anybody,
Ground support.
I can get to town
Yeah.
in any old wheels. It's been really special in more ways than I'll talk about right now, but it's been really special having Wayne
Well, it helps to have the connection.
helping
Yeah.
doing resupply, helping me do resupply. It's just been awesome. Ohio, Brandon, Ohio. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Plus, you sold me your car, so I'm stuck driving you around anyways. Basically.
He did buy the Outback.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
bought my Outback,
What
and
choice did
then
I have?
yeah, and then we kind of developed a friendship
Yeah.
somewhere along the lines. Yeah. So, but what did I learn? I
You
would
know,
say
100 days out in the wilderness. You learn to misplace things.
I'm going to try to answer it and stay on topic.
But that misplacing stuff, you learn to deal with that later on. But at first you were imploding, but now you kind of deal with the misplaced shit.
Okay, yeah, there is that whole thing,
Yeah,
but that was pre. That was pre. But yes, you are helping me to get the answer together on that. What I have learned in 100 days of
your wits.
of living in the wilderness thus far has been here. Let me help you with that.
Have you lost your wits yet? I'll hold the bottle. You just pour.
And I would say that in contrast to, because I've been doing this sort of thing for years since I was in school. I used to play hooky and not go to school and then just go camping, and as a kid I'd run away. Wasn't really running away. My mom knew what I was doing, so I would just leave. When I was a teenager, I just go. Then I was involved in scouting. I was involved and I did the National Outdoor Leadership School 4 months of the winter in Wyoming, Utah, Colorado. Amazing experience.
Pacific Crest Trail.
Did the PCT, hiked a little bit of the AT, hiked a minuscule part of the CDT.
So
Hiked
basically,
everywhere in Oahu that you could possibly hike. And so, yes, I did. And he's now the proud owner. And like I said, he rides it like it was
stole it.
Oh man, yeah, he rides it like he stole it. And
the Outback's got to stretch
I can't
his leg.
believe the thing is still running. He just guns it. He just barrels. He's just going around.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, goes to show you. So what I learned in 100 days so far. First of all, living in the wilderness is a lot different than camping in the wilderness.
Oh man,
That's certainly one. The logistics and everything, much different. It's much different than being a through hiker, right? Um, I'm glad it's not as expensive because being a through hiker is even more expensive than doing what
that's
I'm doing. Um, but there is one main thing that I think has really been an overall thought during this process, and that is, and it's funny, this question is being asked, and Ramon, you're kind of part of that answer because you kind of asked this question. When Ramon asked, when do you know you're finished?
yeah. How do you know you're
And the
done?
answer was when I no longer appreciate doing this.
Yeah,
So I can go actually a little deeper into the answer, which
when you no
is
longer appreciate.
how do you appreciate being away from people almost pretty much all the time
Yeah,
and being alone by yourself? How do you appreciate that, especially for long lengths of time? I see myself doing this, yeah, for however long.
well, as long as they
What will
let, as
take
long as
me
they
out of
let you,
doing this? If I
as
found
long as they let you,
if
you'll be
I
fine.
found a really nice place that I could hunker down for the winter, just for the
Yeah,
winter though.
yeah. It's the winter
Um,
thing.
I would definitely grab a place if it were the right place, and I'd hunker down so that way I could do some of the computer work that I do and
Well,
programming.
we'll get
I
you.
could do some of the magic stuff. I could work on some jujitsu. There's all kinds of. I could do more music. I've got a lot of instruments I'd like to play. So yes. So, how do you appreciate being out here and being away from everyone and even all the things, right?
The creature comforts.
Well, I think in the past, when I've tried to be out here for long periods of time on my own, I think I didn't understand how difficult it is to be away from other people. I didn't realize how difficult it is to just be with you and your own thoughts
Right.
day after day after
And
day,
to be very quiet.
you know? Um, yeah, I mean, of all the challenges, wild animals, insects, and
Yeah.
all the stuff, sun exposure, all the stuff, man, it's the mental
What's
game.
in between your ears?
The mental game
That's
it
the part
has
that's tricky.
always been the hardest, and now after many years, and
You get it.
yeah, I'm good
You
now.
finally
I
got it.
I really don't need to
So
go to
yeah.
town. Honestly, I dread going to town. I say that it's really great to have Wayne as a friend because it's kind of, I'm not just able to resupply, I'm actually able to connect with another human being
Yeah, right.
that
'Cause we got to make sure you
I can,
still. Yeah.
I can relate with,
Yeah. We can't be turning you into that. The Bigfoot guy. You got to be able to do something.
So, yeah, I've really learned that, it's the mental thing. It really is up here. When you're out in the wilderness by yourself, if you're not inundating yourself with like social media
Yeah. Like
or
crap.
music or
Uh,
some other form of entertainment, all that's left is you, yourself, and I.
yeah.
And
And your
a
thoughts.
lot of times those guys don't get along.
Yeah. Man. One guy
I,
just lost something. You're like,
in
what the
fact,
fuck?
I've only been able to
Man.
communicate with you and yourself. I is
Yeah.
out of the picture. I don't even know where I is. I think I's on
Yeah.
vacation.
And the funny thing is, when you lose something now, you don't even blame you. That doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
yeah. Well, losing something, that's not
You can't
a
even
lesson
blame you
though.
now.
I've been losing and forgetting stuff
Uh,
for a long time now.
well,
Yeah, losing and forgetting stuff when you're out in the wilderness, especially when you're by yourself. Yeah, is a wonderful meditation.
Uh,
A lot of times it will make me stop and meditate for an hour or two
tell you what,
until I forgot what it is that I
what
lost
was that
or
like?
what I was looking
What was that
for.
like? Now you are the king of baggies. I'll say that. You go through 400 of them a day. That's
Mitch, thank you, man.
no, it's
Yes,
fine.
100 days,
So 100 days.
mahalos.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 days and counting.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, if I find a decent place to hunker down in the winter, I'll go indoors. Otherwise, I'll just keep doing this challenge. I'll rather continue to do the winter in the Sierras, which I've done in one winter, sort of in this area, a little lower in elevation. But I've done a winter in the snow
Why don't you go
out
back to
here.
Hawaii for the winter?
Yeah, I'll just, I don't like heat.
You know, like,
I'm not a heat guy. I like
no,
the
nobody likes
cold.
heat.
Man, heat is just not
Nobody
my
likes heat.
thing. It's not my vibe.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, yeah. But thanks, Mitch, man. Mitch is an amazing bass player that I was good friends with in Hawaii.
Oh, so you're allowed to go back?
And no, I'm not allowed to go back. I don't think Mitch is either.
Oh, okay. All right. I knew there was a reason.
But Mitch started this thing called the Hawaii Citizens for Separation of Church and State.
Wow.
And
You,
yeah, man, he raised some hell. I helped him a little bit
you
in
use
the
the Confederate
process.
flag?
What?
You fly the Confederate flag?
No, he flew the rainbow flag most of the time.
Oh, the gay thing.
Yeah, the LGBTQ sort of thing. But that was just that was just only a little of what he was doing. What we were doing with HCSSC was knocking crosses down because they got all these crosses all over Hawaii, and they've got these anti-billboard laws that say you're not allowed to advertise out
Oh,
there.
they're allowed to put up the
But
cross?
yeah, but you're not allowed to put up
What are they
that's
What
advertising.
are they advertising?
Yeah,
Crucifixion?
yeah. So
What kind of deal is that?
what we did was
You knock them down at night, I assume.
we tried to get a permit to put a 25-foot pentagram on my front lawn
And set it on fire?
in Manoa because we would have overlooked the whole valley in Hawaii,
Well,
and they
that'd be
wouldn't process the permit. And so we kind of got them in a little chess move where we would sue them for not
Yeah, 'cause
processing the permit,
they do the
or we
cross.
would
Yeah.
sue them for not okaying the permit because if they can have crosses,
Was you going to set it on
we
fire?
can have pentagrams.
Was you gonna set
Oh
the
no,
thing on
no,
fire?
no! I would have maybe strapped.
A human to it? Okay.
But yeah, man, those. We were both definitely kicked out of Hawaii, is the rumor.
Really?
And
Oh, that's not-
I'll go ahead and let that stick.
Yeah, okay.
In many ways we were, if you think about it.
Kicked
You
out
know,
of
it was,
Hawaii.
it was Hawaii was like the girlfriend that didn't want to break off, so it just became very difficult.
But you were only kicked out of one island or all of them? What the hell's going on over
Well, when me and my ex got a couple of those places in Maui,
there?
yeah, well, we got kind of inadvertently kicked out there. Lahaina burnt down. So yeah, I had a place in Lahaina. Well, it was with my ex. It doesn't really count, but yeah. But we had a place once upon a time. Yeah, in quotes. We in quotes. Hale, let's see. Anything else? Any other questions? Any thoughts? Any suggestions? I was thinking about Vietnam, and I don't think Vietnam's a good idea. I hear it costs about 10 grand
Nah.
a flight to fly there. 10 grand. That's what I hear.
Well,
I heard all this stuff, all this great stuff about Vietnam, and then now I'm hearing expensive flights. I'm hearing really bad pollution, really
Yeah.
bad noise, corruption, and all
So
that.
the grass is greener on
So is that
whose
what you
side?
need to do to get decent food and a massage.
That's all I'm doing now. 10,000 miles for a
It's
massage.
all I'm looking for in life is a
And
good food and a massage.
and the fish.
No happy endings. I don't even care
What about
about
the
a
happy
happy
ending?
ending. Where are we when we don't even care about a happy ending?
Now you're old.
No, I'll just you know.
Man.
No, I'm just a romantic, you know.
Oh, that's true. You don't want
All
to pay for
right,
it.
man. So yeah, but Mitch, by the way, beyond the stuff we were doing, activism stuff, um,
Great bass player.
mean bass player,
Great
fretless
bass player.
bass player, that 6-string bass player,
Man.
and yeah, I think he's also involved in composing and stuff.
And when's the last time you saw him?
His understanding of jazz is well beyond mine, but
Man.
I still got a little jazz in me, you know, a little jazzy.
Jazz hands.
So Mitch actually, after succeeding in Hawaii, I did what's called, I don't know, maybe I succeeded and just left. Yeah, I guess I
You
succeeded as
you
well. I had a
you
school
succeeded.
going. I had to walk from the school and
Yeah.
whatnot. But Mitch moved to Michigan, and yeah, I
Well,
couldn't imagine moving from Hawaii to Michigan.
that's Mitch's first name, Michigan. Like Mitch and Michigan.
Michigan.
That's
Ah,
probably
that's
why.
a
That's
good
probably why he
one.
went there.
Ah, we're all old. That's old person jokes now.
Well,
Um,
man, a good joke.
I watch a lot of videos of guys that are in Michigan and hiking in Michigan, and yeah,
Ah,
that's crazy cold.
yeah,
But
pretty cool.
I would like, so one of the things on my bucket list is to start North Carolina,
North Carolina,
or Virginia or whatever,
the
Georgia.
Blue
I
Mountains.
think Georgia. Start Georgia, hop around on the Appalachian Trail,
Wow.
visit some friends I have in Tennessee,
All right.
visit some friends I have up in Maine, and
Wow.
then
All the way
go
up
across Maine and check out that whole area,
Nova Scotia.
Michigan and all that. Because
Oh,
I've
you want
never really spent any time up in
the Great
the
Lakes.
Northwest,
Yeah.
or the Northeast rather. Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
know nothing
it
about
would
the
be
Great Lakes.
nice to see those areas. I'm so spoiled. You're so spoiled by
Yeah.
Hawaii, and you're so spoiled by the Sierra Nevadas.
Yeah, you really don't need to go anywhere else.
It's yeah, it's hard to go to other places, but you should because other places are beautiful too,
Oh,
you know. And yeah, Canada, my God, there's a whole nother
yeah.
beast.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah. Eh?
I would like to check out. I don't know if I want to go into the central areas, like what is that called, the Yukon? I don't know. Is the central
Idaho. Was that
well,
was that Kansas?
no, it's not no time to talk about that. Oh, Idaho,
I didn't
Idaho,
call
I
you
got you.
a hoe. I called it Idaho.
Yeah, you're off camera, man.
I don't want to get implicated.
People are wondering what the.
No,
Anyway,
I'm a fugitive.
all right, guys, boys
Yeah.
and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Yeah, let's
for
wrap this up
joining
now.
me,
Yeah, you're
joining
going
us
Yeah,
in this
the pleasure was all mine.
100th
That's
celebration.
right.
I do hope I get out to the Great Lakes and check those out. And maybe we could go hike sometime. I'll just come fly out there or something, and we'll do a hiking trip or something. You know, we'll put it on the burner and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us here on the 100th day of the Outside Freak
And keep on.
Challenge.
You just got to keep on camping. That's all you got.
I'd like to thank openly Wayne again for being my
Putting on your shit,
resupply
yeah.
angel out here, and thank you, Ramon. Aloha, and
I'm sayonara.
yeah, I'm having a lot of fun putting gear out on YouTube, and you know it's hard not to get caught up in wanting an audience, wanting to monetize and all that kind of stuff. It's like a fishing, man. They really try to get you hooked in.
That's right.
But man, I've been doing this
YouTuber.
since real time audio. Remember real time audio? I've been doing that. Mitch too,
Yeah.
man. We've been doing this stuff from day
FaceTime.
one. And this whole thing with YouTube and social media monetization is, yeah, it's a lot of BS.
Yeah.
And we try not to get wrapped up in it or become victims of it, even, you know, because yeah,
You gotta
it's
keep
quite a
on.
quagmire, is it not? Right? Um, yes, bro. Mitch, you have a great summer as well, and I'll be keeping you guys in, you know, keeping you guys up to date. I'm thinking, well, 100 days is like over 2 months, right?
3 months.
Oh, over 3 months. So I figure the next maybe every month I'll probably do like a live stream celebration for yet another month.
Till the snow flies.
Yeah, and
Then
then if the snow starts, then we'll see
you're
where we're
on.
at then. I've been putting in applications for places that look like they might be good, but if none of that pans out, again, I'll probably stay in and do some winter mountaineering for the winter, or I might even go to Arizona and do
Arizona.
some hiking out in Arizona. So, yeah. Yeah, real audio, God. Yeah, with the reference files and all that you had to make. Oh, a nightmare. And here we've got YouTube, and now we're all bitching that we can't make any money when
What about TikTok?
doesn't cost anything. You just put up a video,
You
and if
need
your
to get
friends
on
are interested, maybe they'll go and check it
TikTok
out. You
and
know, whatever. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that and whatnot. Thanks again, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video. I made a video yesterday, by the way, that I'm kind of proud of. It's yesterday's video.
yesterday's
It was the
video.
video I made on day 99, which actually might be the true day 100s, because this might actually be day 101. I lost a day somewhere. My math, not so good. Not so good.
Where's your abacus?
So, so, okay, that's it. Oh yeah, but I made this video, and it's kind of a psychological video. It's essentially like, what do you know? It's along the lines of like, it's a meme, I guess. It's one of those intellectual memes of pretty much my take on you. Most people are too stupid to know that they're stupid. And so you have to be smart enough to know
To
that
point it out?
you're stupid.
You gotta be
So
smart enough to point it out?
it's another way of saying that. So yeah, it's a really short video.
Oh,
Go check it out if you'd like. I'm kind of proud of it. I don't know why. I think it was a good picture. Yeah, it's like just spoken word and a picture.
is it animated?
It's not. No, it's not animated off-screen character.
Well, I'm just curious, you know.
All right, I'm gonna load all this stuff up. If you
Yeah.
guys want to see how to load up a pack and fit all this stuff into a tiny little pack, let me know, and I'll do that in one of my videos. All right, aloha, everyone. Take care. Take care of everyone you love. Take care of everybody you don't love. Take care of everybody. Appreciate all things, man.
Yeah. And
It's going quick. It's going quick.
Don't forget to take care of yourself.
Aloha.
Take some time to smell roses.
Now, the hardest part has always been